Hey guys, it's me, Troy Dillinger, and today I'm going to be talking about a certain sin that is very prevalent in the religious community, and that's the sin of hypocrisy. And it is a sin, and I'm going to talk about that today. I'm going to look at a couple Bible verses. Um, First of all, people say "judge not," right? And like that's the number one thing you hear when you're witnessing or sharing the gospel to sinners. Is the number one they quote these Bible verses out of context and they say "judge not." But that's out of context. But I'm going to explain the meaning of that context right now. So Matthew 7 verses 1 through 6 says, "Judge not that ye be not judged, for with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, Let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you." Okay, so I think once you look at the context, that verse is pretty self-explanatory, right? Like, obviously it's not saying don't judge at all, it's saying don't judge hypocritically. So for example, if I do a video on YouTube and I say pornography is a sin, but I'm living a private life of going on porn sites, obviously that's hypocrisy. Or if you're preaching something that you're doing the same certain sins, that's hypocrisy. Like if you say don't steal and you're stealing, okay, well that's hypocrisy. Or if you say don't commit adultery and you're committing adultery, that's hypocrisy. And let's take a look at some more verses. So let's take a look at Romans 2, and I'm going to read through these verses here. "Therefore, thou art inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself, for thou that judgest doest the same things." I'm going to jump down here to verse 3. "And thinkest thou this, O man, that judgest them which do such things, and do the same, that thou shalt escape the judgment of God?" It says here in verse 21, "Thou therefore which teachest another, teachest thou not thyself? Thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, dost thou commit adultery? Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou commit sacrilege? Thou that makest thy boast of the law through breaking the law, dishonorest thou God? For the name of God is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you, as it is written." So obviously when a person that represents God is preaching against sin, and they're doing the same things, obviously that blasphemes God, that causes stumbling among the Gentiles, and it takes away the names of the Lord in vain. We got people such as Jimmy Swaggart, who was a religious minister, was caught with prostitutes. We have other people like that, Jim Baker, who was arrested for fraud. It brings disgrace, and it blasphemes the name of God. So when you have corruption in the church, you have religious hypocrites in the church, which is in a lot of evangelical churches today is hypocrisy. Then it really first of all it defiles the congregation, defiles the church, and it causes stumbling amongst each other, and it basically makes the whole system full of Pharisees. And Jesus rebuked hypocrisy. Jesus rebuked the Pharisees, and Jesus rebuked it sharply. And you can read that in Matthew 23 when Jesus rebukes the Pharisees and said that you will not escape the fire of hell, because you all, he said that they were hypocrites. So check that out in Matthew 23, and thank you for watching.